Hey everyone, Chalk here, and I know I've never done a video about it myself, but today we're talking about Dexter, a show I really like. So, if you do enjoy the video, feel free to subscribe, as I'm planning on making much more videos like this one soon. Anyway, let's get into it, breaking down the teaser trailer for Dexter Resurrection. The trailer opens with Dexter himself referencing a Smash Mouth song.
Somebody once told me.
Nice one, Dexter. He's waking up in a hospital bed after being shot by his son in New Blood. But obviously we have seen Dexter alive in Original Sin, as his life flashes before his eyes. I've seen a lot of people theorize that the reason he's alive is that the snow's coldness slowed down the breathing of the gunshot wound. Which is a good idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if the show didn't cover how he survived at all. My question is, how is this show going to overlap with Original Sin Season 2, which has already been confirmed? Dexter literally narrates Original Sin from his hospital bed as he's dying. So if he survives and leaves the hospital, then where is he narrating Original Sin from? I'm sure they'll work it out. Maybe it'll just be narrated without explanation. Anyway, Dexter lives with a much better trim than the last time we saw him, but still can't top OG Dexter's trims. Immaculate. So Dexter meets Angel right off the back. They're reunited!
La pasion!
Something we were definitely robbed of in New Blood. And I assume Batista's pretty suspicious of Dexter after what Angela told him. But I'm not sure if he's going to spend the whole last show tracking him down like Dokes, Liddy, LaGuerta, or heck, even Angela. Angel does call Dexter out, but then he just decides to straight skedaddle in not his car. I don't know whose car this is or how Dexter gets the engine running. I mean, he does know how to hotwire a car. I assume that actual police evidence is stacked up against Dexter, but he could be doing a whole new identity thing like with Jim Lindsay. He does claim that he's hiding. There's a big emphasis on New York here, which is no Miami, but I guess it's still exciting. Not that I hated Iron Lake, but it'll probably be more interesting than that. Then we see what I assume is a new killer in the papers called the Dark Passenger. Now I reckon this killer is Harrison, as I'm pretty sure he's the only living person who recognizes Dark Passenger as Dexter's terminology for why he kills people. Plus there is additional evidence he's following in his father's footsteps, but we'll get to that later. Kristen Ritter is in this show and seems to be part of some serial killer club hosted by this man named Crater. I'm pretty sure Crater is Peter Dinklage's character, the millionaire who wants to start serial killer Avengers. I still have no idea how any of these characters could have met. My theory is maybe some of these people know he's the Bay Harbor Butcher and contacted him with money involved, but again, we'll return to that. Neil Patrick Harris is also in the club, so if he's a serial killer too, that's cool. Then Dexter references some brain rot.
Only in New York.
Yes, Dexter, only in New York. Dexter then dons what I assume is a kill suit because of the apron, but I really wish they'd just give him a more iconic one like Old Times. Sigh, Old Times. Speaking of Old Times, Dexter says, "Tonight's the night," again. Classic. He's also seen wearing a combination of a black hoodie and cap a lot throughout the trailer. Maybe this is just Dexter's way of hiding. I mean, every time he wears a cap, he's just invisible for some reason. Alright, here we go. Bam, an envelope and money. See, I reckon Dexter has been paid to join this club, and so are the other members. I can't tell what Uma Thurman or Kristen Ritter's characters' involvements are in the club. I feel like they might be Crater's helpers. Hell, I don't even know if this Crater guy is a killer, but he's a billionaire who pays to hang out with psychopaths, that's all you need to know. Angel then finds Harrison. I don't know if Harrison knows Dexter's alive, but maybe Angel mentors him throughout the show to not be a killer. Yeah, that'd be a real dick move, Harrison. Killing someone. Harrison then kills someone in the next bit of the trailer. Wow, suppose shooting your own dad didn't fix your trauma. Huh, who would have guessed? God, I know it's the common opinion, but I hate New Blood's finale and the original show's finale. Original Sin was alright, but this show better have a damn good finale. But Harrison, like his father, coincidentally also lives in New York, got a better trim since his last appearance, is probably frequently killing people, and I think also works in a hotel. I guess that last one wasn't similar to Dexter, but I assume this is where he does all his killing. I don't know if Harrison's going to follow the code, but either way, what a hypocrite. There's also this shot of a weird-ass guy looking at him, so that's scary for Harrison, I guess. Saw someone online say this guy could be a fake out, where he's actually just some hotel inspector or something, but Harrison thinks someone's onto him. Decent idea, but who knows. Ghost Harry is back, who I know a lot of people don't like, but I actually think he was alright in the original show. A fun way to show Dexter's inner monologue, and to show what he thought his father would think of what he's doing. Mainly just telling him to think about the situation, but you know. But yeah, Ghost Harry's looking way too old for a ghost that shouldn't age, but I'm still glad to see him back. Not that I dislike Christian Slater's portrayal of Harry in Original Sin. I like his storyline, but in a lot of ways he's nothing like Harry in the original show, so this is refreshing. Although I do think it's a shame there's no sign of Ghost Deb. I actually did really like her portrayal in New Blood as Dexter's Dark Passenger, or as some people put it, his Light Passenger. And I also really want to see those old Dexter villains haunting him. Miguel, Trinity, show that shit. Then we see Dexter putting up a classic kill room, but more importantly, he's got an epic gamer setup. Get in, Dexter.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's decent, Dexter. I'm sure you can play Minecraft on it. Not a fan of this look on you, though. And that's it. That's the teaser trailer. To give a rundown of what I think the story might be, or at least snippets of it, Dexter's alive and hiding from a suspicious Angel Batista in New York. Meanwhile, he's invited to a club for serial killers, giving him a new lease on life. And maybe a girlfriend too with Kristen Ritter. Dexter, you dog. His son, Harrison, is also in New York, working at a hotel. And after the events of New Blood, is a killer himself, going under the name Dark Passenger, despite being warned by Angel. And then hijinks ensues. I don't know, that's it. It's basic, but we've not been given much. And this is my first ever trailer breakdown, so cut me some slack here. Personally, some other things I'd like to see in this show is some cameos, like Masuka and Joey Quinn would be awesome. Or even if they could fit Aster and Cody into the story, would be very cool. And even the dead characters could be dark passengers in their own right, or light passengers. I know it's very fan servicey, but Dokes as a dark passenger would be amazing. Rita as a light passenger would be brilliant. Might be grasping at straws there, but come on now, don't tell me that doesn't sound hype. And at the end of the day, even if this show is ass, it's great to see Dexter back on screen, and nothing can be as bad as Season 8. Thanks for watching, and tonight's the night.